Another thing on approaching women, I see a lot of men saying like, "Oh, women say they don't want to be approached. It only works if you're over 6 feet tall." All this nonsense. I need y'all to listen to me for a second. I'm not buying it, bro. I'm not buying it. I do not think that the reason y'all will have me believe that the reason that y'all are not approaching women is because women told you they don't want you to approach. Just call it what it is.
People don't know how to separate the internet from reality, right? You know, one thing that's real on the internet, I will say, is if you talk to a woman in the gym, you putting yourself, that's like going out there with the alligators, with a ring of alligators. So I will say that's not a smart move. But when women start talking, when you hear women say, "Oh, I want a guy that's 6'10," or, you know, "Oh, I don't like men to approach me," those type of things you got to take at face value. Because at the end of the day, a woman actually respects a man that can come up to her in person. I just had 2 situations happen to me, right? In one situation, I was at the park and it was a Hispanic chick, and you know what I'm saying, and she was walking. I don't think she expected me to say anything to her. So I was just like, "Hey, what's going on? How you doing? How you feeling?" And she was like, "Good." And she was just smiling, "Good. How about you?" It was simple as that. Like, a lot of us men, we just need social skills. We use these things as cop-outs. And I understand it. Seeing it on the internet, seeing dudes get super curved, but you gotta know how to read the room. Like, I was at the mall the other day, and I walked past I was walking past, I already had seen her at a distance, and I'm sure she already had seen me. You know how that shit is in the mall when you can see like straight down the motherfucker. You can see down that shit. So I'm walking in the mall, and you know, I see a woman. I could tell she's kind of older than me, like maybe like late 30s, early 40s, caramel skin, fine. Like, I'm like, So I was like, all right, I'm gonna see if this chick really rocking with me. So what I did was, you know, I'm pretty much not looking in her direction. And as soon as I like get this close to her, I look up at her in her eyes, because you gotta lock eye contact. If you don't lock eye contact, she gonna think you scared. So we get right here, and it was just like, she was smiling like, "Hey." I was like, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on?" Simple as that. I could have went in and had a conversation if I wanted to, but it was no pressure. So the whole point of me saying that is, once you get comfortable with just talking to people in public, talking to an attractive woman in person ain't nothing, because you know which type of women are going to be on bullshit. And also, too, what you got to understand is, women usually only going to be on bullshit when you come with the sexual innuendos or the basic shit like, "Damn, you fine as fuck," or like, "Beautiful, what's going on? Can I take you out?" When you start like pedestalizing immediately, that's when you going to get the fuckery.
Is, bro, you don't want to approach because you're afraid. Because approaching women is terrifying. And that's something I don't even think a lot of women appreciate. It is terrifying.
Women know that's why they don't approach men, because women don't approach men because they don't want to put themselves in a position to be rejected. So, but also what he's saying is true, because they don't even know what it feels like, because they don't approach. And I'll admit, bro, like for most of my life, I was terrified of women. Approaching a beautiful woman, that was like the hardest thing to do. I could pass a chemistry test before I could go talk to a beautiful chick. And y'all know how hard fucking chemistry was. You know, but what he's saying is facts. Like, I think we live in the world now, we let the internet dictate how we move. Because in real life, man, like, all that shit, "Oh, a woman likes a guy that's 6'10", so she not gonna want to talk to me." All that shit you telling yourself. Because once you change your mindset to like, alright, shit, I'm interested in her, but let me see if she's interested in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you come from that perspective of like, I know I'm valuable, so let me see what's up. Let me see if she's rocking with me. That's all you seeing. She ain't finna shoot you in the head because you having a conversation with her. But the thing is, when you start to like just learn how to talk to everyday people at the grocery store, at the gas station, you know, at Target, you know what I'm saying, like at the barbershop, I don't care where you at. When you just talk to everyday people, you get used to just like regular conversations. And then as a man, your job is to lead the interaction. You got to lead it to where you want it to go. So if you like, sometimes like I told y'all with the mall and the park, I could pursue both of those situations, but just because I find somebody to be attractive doesn't mean I want to pull it all the way, but I can do it if I got to. Because the hardest part is the beginning. It's just getting the conversation started. Once you do that, the shit is easy. Once I done said, hey, how you doing? Like, hey, what's going on? How you feeling? Good. Okay, what's your name? Okay, nice to meet you. Okay, cool. You doing a little shopping? All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. Cool. Maybe if you free sometime, we should definitely go get a, you know what I'm saying? Go get a drink or go get a smoothie. Let me know. I'm gonna give you my number. Okay, cool. I would like that. That's all it really is, man. It's not because a woman is just gonna respect the fact that, damn, this nigga came up and talked to me. Most dudes don't do that because they're afraid of me. So the fact that you even did that shows her a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's why the internet ain't real life.
To approach a woman, especially if like you don't have a lot of experience doing so. And I also can appreciate how confusing it is to get online and see videos from women who are like saying they don't want to be approached. I just need you to understand that, one, that doesn't apply to all women just because you see a viral video. This is a very big world. That does not apply to every single woman. And also what's underneath that when women complain about it is they don't want to be approached poorly. A lot of dudes do it poorly. I have another video on how to do it appropriately, so you should check that out. But there's something crucial that I need you to understand about approaching in general. When you start approaching, you're learning the very important lesson that you have to act in spite of fear. This is life. You have to act in spite of fear.
Hey, I want to touch on what he was saying about women don't like men that approach poorly. That literally sums up the whole point I've been saying the whole time. Like, women don't like dudes that are coming at them with game. Like, you trying to spit game. Like, hey, what's up? Like, hey, can I get your number? Like, they don't respect that shit. That's why I said, like, you got to be able to read the chick, kind of. To me, if I'm in public and I see a chick is on her phone as she walks past me, I'm not going to say nothing to her. But if I walk past her and I see that, okay, she's giving me the eye contact, she's looking up, she's opening, it's easy to spot. Once I can see that, cool. Hey, what's going on? How you feeling? And if she's smiling, that's a big indicator of she's interested. And then from there, you just have a conversation. But you know, I get it because, man, I can think back to several times where, especially in college, where I tried to talk to a chick I wanted. I remember one time it was a chick. I had class with her twice a week. And I wanted her the whole semester. But you know how these chicks are, bro. She already knew I wanted her. Women already know that you want them. So she already knew I wanted her. And it was just like, damn, like I was so scared to talk to her. Like literally a whole semester went by before I had the courage. I built up the courage. One day I went to go talk to her before she got on the bus. Epic fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, she, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to talk to her. I don't even know. I can't even remember what I was saying, but it was bullshit. And she hit me with the, hey, that's nice, but I have a boyfriend. I'm like, damn.
You have to become the type of person to cultivate courage, because the act of approaching women allows you to integrate very important character traits that will serve you in other areas. Because here's the thing, if you're the type of person to say, I'm not going to approach women because I'm afraid, you're probably allowing that same fear to dictate your actions in other avenues.
Hey, he's correct with that. Now, if you a type of dude where it's like you just feel like you don't want to approach women, it's stupid, but I can support it as long as you know how to do it. Now, if you're a dude, like he said, you're using the excuse and cap out of, oh, women just want guys that are 6'7". Oh, women ABC, they're mean. If you're just afraid, then you're a loser. You're a sucker. Because you need to have that in your arsenal. Like, the thing is, a lot of dudes, first of all, the biggest thing is just being able to give a woman if you can give a woman strong eye contact, that's really the finesse. Because once you're able to maintain eye contact, everything is easy as fuck at that point. Because now she's more intimidated by you. Because most dudes can't keep eye contact with her. But if you can keep eye contact with a woman, bro, the conversation gonna be easy. Because now you're in a calm state. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the finesse, bro. You know what I'm saying? That eye contact, you got to practice maintaining that shit, because getting women in person, now getting women online nowadays with dating apps is pretty efficient if you have the right pictures, but getting women in person is priceless, because a woman already puts you up. You already up 80 points when you deal with a woman in person, because most dudes, they don't even know what to say to a woman. Get used to talking to people every day. So for me now, when I see a girl that's attractive that I want, it ain't really nothing, bro. I'm not the type of dude that's gonna really go up to a woman like that. You know what I'm saying? Me approaching a woman is usually a byproduct of us kind of passing each other in a sense and being in the same vicinity. I'm gonna go for someone who's in my vicinity. So for instance, if I'm at the mall, if I walk past her or walk close to her, then I'll interact with her on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Because she see me coming. I don't do the whole blindsided shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not really me. Now I can do it if I had to, but I'm more so like, again, if I'm at the park and they pass me at the park, or they're in my area and they see me, then I'll do it like that. I prefer that, because sometimes the other shit, when you catch a chick off guard, that shit be weird and shit. I ain't got time for that. But the whole point I just wanted to say is, like, as a man, practice talking to people every day, man. You gotta have in person in your arsenal and online. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have both in your arsenal. And just to say, I ain't finna talk to women because they on some bullshit, they only like certain men, it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, do you want to find the woman you want? You know what I'm saying? Or not? All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. Appreciate you guys as always. Make sure y'all go lock into my Patreon for exclusive content and one-on-one sessions, man. And until the next time, deuces.